Say RIP in the comment section if you miss Jesse Jackson. And by the way, the term that he came up with, that whole African American crap, that's gone too. Because when did black people call themselves African Americans? Anyway, click thumbs up and click hype so more people see the video, please. Click thumbs up and click hype. Here's what was posted on the Rainbow Push Instagram page. Immediate release, February 17th of 2026. So this was posted like less than 2 hours ago. Jackson family's statement on the passing of Reverend Jesse Louis Jackson Sr., Chicago, Illinois. It is with profound sadness that we announce the passing of civil rights leader, not my leader, and founder of the Rainbow Push Coalition, the Honorable Reverend Jesse Louis Jackson Sr. He died peacefully on Tuesday morning, surrounded by his family. His unwavering commitment to justice, equality, and human rights. Who agrees with that? His unwavering commitment to justice, equality, and human rights helped shape a global movement. Globally? But anyway, a global movement of freedom and dignity. A tireless change agent. Some things in this I do agree with. He elevated the voices of the voiceless, from his presidential campaigns in the 1980s to mobilizing millions to register to vote for nothing. I put the for nothing part in there, leaving an indelible mark on history. Reverend Jackson is survived by his wife, Jacqueline, their children, Sunita, Jesse Jr., Jonathan, Yusef, Jacqueline, daughter Ashley Jackson, and grandchildren. He was preceded in death by his mother, Helen Burns Jackson, father, Noah Louis Robinson, and stepfather, Charles Henry Jackson. Quote, "Our father was a servant leader." A leader of who? Not only, and where did he lead people to? Nowhere. Not only to our family, but to the oppressed, the voiceless, and the overlooked around the world. He didn't do anything for my people, though, said the Jackson family. We shared him with the world, and in return, the world became part of our extended family. His unwavering belief in justice, equality, I'm about to throw something, and love uplifted millions, and we ask you to honor his memory by continuing the fight for the values he lived by. What were this man's values? Public observance will be held in Chicago. Final arrangements for Reverend Jackson's celebration of life services, including all public events, will be released by the Rainbow Push Coalition at www.rainbowpush.org and www.jessejacksonlegacy.com. And your legacy is going to be a lot like Barack Obama's. I said, Jesse Jackson didn't just die. That nonsense about us being African Americans died with him. Yes, I sure did say that on Instagram. Yes, within hours of the news that he passed. Yes, I did do that. I did. Anyway, so let me know you made it to the end of the video. Secret password say in the comment section is, if you think his legacy is mud like I do, because my people don't mess with him, especially after that African American crap and the stuff with Dr. King. And I'm not, the biggest fan of Martin Luther King or Michael King or whatever his name was. But I tell you this. Black folks don't mess with Jesse Jackson or Al Sharpton or a lot of these people. Pretty much racist people believe that those people are people that my people look up to. I mean, for the most part, we don't mess with this dude. He's the dude who went out there calling us freaking African Americans, and we're not Africans. Anyway, listen, you guys, some of you didn't grow up in the North, so you didn't have certain life experiences growing up around a bunch of immigrants, so you don't know what it means to have always been delineated. Somebody didn't need to tell you to do that. You already knew what time it was. Shout out to the people who knew that already. Even some people in the South knew too. But when you grow up around enough of those people, you already know that you're something different when you come from a particular lineage. When you're not a Caribbean and you're not an African. And what in the world is an African American? Elon Musk, Charlize Theron. Who else is a so-called African American? Godfrey. So being an African American doesn't even have anything to do with race, and it's definitely not an ethnicity. It's just a really nasty term that I never in my entire life liked. You can go back and listen to my videos over 10 years ago and see that. I have a history of denouncing that term. And some of you may say, well, it sounds like you have some sort of like contempt or something for Jesse Jackson. Let's just say this. I wasn't a fan. Rest in peace to him. I feel bad for his family and everything, but we all gotta go. And that term African American deserves its own grave. So to let me know you made it till the end of the video, the secret password to say in the comment section is, if you think that Jesse Jackson's legacy will live on, if you think that people will still respect him, I mean the people who matter. I'm not talking about, people who are not from my lineage. I'm not talking about, white people that have things set up to make money off of this man's name, not Democratic shills. I mean the people whose voices really matter when it comes to this topic, like the people who are going to be dealing with politics in the future, the young people coming up and everything. If you think that this man's legacy will live on, say live on. And if you know, like I know, and it's not going to live on, and his name is as good as mud, say mud in the comment section. If you don't know, if you're unsure, if you don't want to say I don't know. If you don't care, say I don't care. If you don't care, why are you here? If you say I don't care, I'm going to cuss you out in the comment section. And we all know that the Reverend Jesse Jackson would not want to hear us cussing, okay? He just passed away, okay? And it wouldn't be nice if we sat around cussing on a video about Jesse Jackson, even though he was caught on tape that one time talking about, did he say something about cutting someone's NUTs off or something like that? I'm pretty sure that that's what he said. Let me go look it up. That's right. He was talking about Barack Obama, allegedly, and he even made a motion like he was cutting. Lord, I wonder what Barack Obama's going to say about this, since he said he wanted to cut his cashews off. So anyways, let's talk about it in the comment section, my Jesus.